How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you today because this is going to be one of the most powerful episodes that I believe I have ever done. If you are someone that needs healing, if you're looking for the way forward, if you want that positive energy, that love frequency, this is going to be the episode for you because we're going to dive into that so that you can see and receive it in your life. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you're going to pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say this word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive state. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if there's something that resonates with you in this episode, and I hope there is, because I'm not sure how this one's going to come out. I know the message that I want to deliver. I know the energy that I hope that we receive together. But if it does resonate with you, if you leave a comment below, not only will it help me know that it was the right message, but it also might encourage somebody else. If they read your comment, it might inspire them to give this a listen and hopefully them get the same effect as you did. And of course, my goal is to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world. And the best way to do that would be together. So if there's something that you enjoy or take away from this episode and you believe it would be impactful to somebody else, sharing it would mean the absolute world to me, and hopefully we can all grow together. So let's dive into today's message. So I've tried to figure out, how do I start this? Because there is so much pain in the world. There's so much hurt. There's so much loss. There's so many people that are just showing up every day trying to put the smile on their face, trying to be present, but don't want to be here. Now, the degree of which you don't want to be here, of course, is different for everybody. But the fact that that's even a feeling, that we live in a planet, on a place, on this earth, and we don't want to be here, is scary. It's sad. It's lonely. The path forward, and you have to understand this, the path forward is inward. Love, God, the universe, it's within you. Everything we see externally is a projection. It is not what is truth. The truth is within you. If you keep looking for the world to solve something, if you keep looking for a solution externally, whatever material thing it is, the car, house, a person, me, whatever it is, if you're looking for something external, it's the wrong direction. The love is within you. This whole external projection, this whole experience that we're going through is a journey in self-discovery. That's the only journey that matters, is connecting with your internal self, connecting with love always. There is nothing else that matters. We can enjoy things, we can have a life, we can do these things, but the ultimate thing is love frequency, is God, is the universe, because that's what we are. And so the further we move away from that, the further we look to the doctors to help us, the further we look to our politicians, the world, whatever, the further we look to that, the further we get away from what we truly are. And that is powerful, energetic beings that have come from God. And I know that this message is a little bit different than I normally do, but it feels like the right thing to say. And whatever God is to you, I'm just using that word. That's love. That's the highest frequency. That's the universe. That's the creation. That's everything. We are a part of that. Just as the hand is a part of you. The hand is not separate from the body, but if the hand tried to live separately from the body, it would die. And that's what's happening to us. We are living separate from our higher selves. We are living separate from our true power, our true energy, our true state of being. So if you don't know how to look within, if you don't know how to go down that progress, this is where you start. What is painful for you? Did people hurt you? Do you hurt yourself? Maybe it's mental, maybe it's thoughts, whatever it is. You have to understand the words and the thoughts that we have in our mind represent something. They are how we know what a frequency is. If you say in your mind, I am loving and I heal all, that's a powerful energy. If you say in your mind, I'm in pain, everyone's out to get me, it never works out, that's a powerful frequency. If you start thinking in frequencies and energies, that's how you go inward. When you close your eyes, when you have that self-dialogue, when you're looking within you, fill it only with love. The frequency, not the words. The words are how we get it in there, but it's the frequency that we're pulling in. When you close your eyes and view yourself, whether you're sitting, standing, whatever you're doing, when you view yourself, say the love. Say those frequencies and bring them within you over and over and over. The words may not feel like anything, but eventually that energy, that frequency within you will change. It will uplift you. We do not eat on just food alone, and that's the loss. We keep eating food. We keep thinking that these material things are what we need. And yes, it is part of the physical experience, but it's not the entirety of it. And we're energetic beings, and we're not eating the energy that we need. We're not consuming. We're not getting in alignment with the frequency that's meant for us. When's the last time you sat and prayed, sat and meditated, sat and closed your eyes, and just focused on filling yourself up with the absolute most love that you can? It may have been a while. And when I say the absolute most, I mean to where it's overflowing, where you sit there for 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes constantly, I am love, I am healing, and say your I am statements over and over. You see, it's not about convincing yourself that you are those things. It's not about convincing anybody else that you are those things. Those words represent the frequency. You can't say the word and not receive the frequency. You can't hear the word and not receive the frequency. You can't think the word and not receive the frequency. Your words are extremely powerful. Don't use them for anything other than healing. Pay attention to what you see, think, and hear. And if it's not healing vibrational energy, change it. Connect with the realm. Connect with the frequency, the energy. Stop worrying about this physical world. If you're right within, then the world will be right. The world is a reflection of us. So many of us are hurt, so it's easy to create a painful world. So many of us are lost, so it's so easy to create a lost world. But if all of us were love every single day, we would wake up and serve ourselves by being this highest version that only served others. And I know that may sound confusing. But when you're filling yourself up with love, with the sole intention to give it to whoever is around you, that's how you get in flow state. You see, you're bringing the energy within you. You are a creator. By saying the words, by thinking the words, by visualizing the words, you're creating that energy within you. There's only so much energy that you can hold. So as you start filling it up, the negative energy has nowhere to go. What you focus on expands. What you don't focus on shrinks. The negative energy has nowhere to go. It has no life. And then when you start pouring into others the love that you've poured into yourself, it then turns into flow state. You're no longer a pond, you become a river. a river that's powerful, a river that is infinite, a river that can break down mountains, that can change the landscape of the world. That's what you become when you fill yourself up with that love energy. And I promise you, there's nothing else that matters. There's nothing that you'll take with you. I don't care what kind of boat you have, what kind of house you have, what kind of car you have, what your bank account has. Like, those are nice things. I'm not saying that having the material is bad. I'm just saying it's meaningless without the correct internal state. Stop trying to find the material prize that will make you happy. Don't worry about being happy. Worrying about being in a state of being. It's not doing things, it's being. It's not trying things, it's being. It's not a status, it's being. Be the highest frequency, which is love. I really hope this is resonating right now. Because if you can do this, if I can do this, we can be something amazing. We can be inner peace. We can become love. We can create the next generation that doesn't experience the world as we do, because the energy is different. The vibrational state of the world is reflective to our vibrational state. It doesn't exist without us. We are the creators. We observe and create. That's what we do. So take this time to be love. Take this time to reflect within. Take this time to become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode connected. I really do. I've been doing a lot of research lately and just looking at things, listening to things, and I know that there's hurt in the world. We cannot solve it externally. We only solve it internally. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below, or you can just subscribe, whatever you're listening on, whatever platform that is. You can subscribe and you'll be kept up to date that way as well. If you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group down below. If you listen to this message and you want to work with somebody, you want to change your perspective within, you want to learn how to harness these vibrations, this is what I do. I say I'm a mindset coach, and I guess that's my title, but ultimately, I connect with you so that we can guide ourselves into bringing in the energy that we need to receive. As we receive it, then we perceive it, then it creates the reality that we desire. If you want more information on this, you can reach out to me via Instagram, or there's a link down below. If you fill that out, I will reach out to you directly. Just so you know, I am pretty much full at this moment, but sometimes clients end and a new spot will open up. So go ahead and reach out now, so that way when it does, we can connect and get you going as soon as possible. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.